At the Metro court, Maxie and Peter present Sasha's DNA results to Nina. Valentin and Sasha hold their breath. Maxie explains the test confirms Sasha is Nina's daughter. All of this is making Valentin livid. Nina demands an apology from Maxie. Peter explains they suspected Valentin of bad play because Albrecht has something on him. The Cassaden insists that he only intervened on Lissa's behalf to protect her family. Peter admits it. Increasingly upset, Nina can't understand why Maxie felt so compelled to question whether she's really Sasha's mother. After Nina walks off, Sasha asks Valentin why the test confirmed she was Nina's daughter. He fobs that off. Maxie tells Peter that she can understand why Nina is angry with her and thanks him for helping her. He asks if their association is over now. She awkwardly says it is and jumps on the elevator. Peter heads to the bar and apologizes to Sasha. She's just glad to see someone was looking out for Nina. Valentin goes to see Nina in the Crimson office. She asks him what Albrecht is holding over him. He claims that Lissa knows she killed Cassandra. She's appalled that Albrecht is using that after all the secrets she kept for her. Nina wants to confront her, but he says they should let sleeping dog fly. She doesn't like that he did this, but it makes her love him even more. Sunny and Carly show up at Lulu's to see Dante. She informs them that Hez gone. Upset, she explains that Hez off trying to fix himself and asks Sunny if he noticed anything while they were in Turkey. Sunny says his son was having a hard time adjusting. Lulu feels stupid for thinking that things would go back to normal. Rocco interrupts and asks if everything is okay. His mom reassures him and his grandpa takes him off to play video games. Carly and Lulu go into the kitchen and discuss how Ryan manipulated Laura. Carly assures her that Dante will be back. Meanwhile, Rocco and Sunny talk about Dante's departure. Sunny explains he did it to keep him safe and encourages him to take care of Lulu while Dante is gone. After Sunny and Carly leave, Rocco asks his mom to tuck him in. When he runs off to bed, she sits on the floor and cries. Maxie soon bustles in and Lulu falls into her arms, crying. Sunny and Carly got the Metro court. She tells him that Dante reacted to a waiter dropping a tray like he had PTSD. Sunny's not surprised. She's sure that Dante is too much like his dad not to find his way back home. Kevin is brought into the courthouse. He tells Franco and Liz that he regrets what Ryan did to him. Franco thinks the shrink should regret what he did to him. You should never try to help anyone again, Franco says, storming off. Liz follows. Kevin feels alone. Lucy pops up. Has surprised she doesn't hate him too. She admits this hasn't been his finest moment, but he probably had good intentions and she won't turn her back on him. He explains that he had to bring in counsel from out of state. Nora Buchanan, played by Hilary B. Smith, strolls in and they make introductions. Lucy recognizes her as the woman who defended Olivia Jerome. Nora is confident that Kevin had no criminal intent. Margot arrives and introduces herself before crossing the room. Nora is startled when Kevin informs her he is pleading guilty. Lucy protests but Kevin insists he needs to take responsibility. Nora says he only needs to take responsibility for his actions, not his brother's. The court is called to order as the judge arrives. Kevin pleads not guilty. Margot objects to allowing bail. Lucy leaps up as a character witness and talks about how wonderful and supportive Kevin is. She's sure Hez not a flight risk and should be happy to take him into her custody. Hez given bail. Nora thanks her client for not pleading guilty. Alexis meets with Laura at the hospital and hands her divorce papers. Laura is having second thoughts. She doesn't know if she can trust Kevin, but she still loves him. The mayor can't understand his bad judgment. Alexis talks about her own lousy judgment with Julian but Kevin isn't Julian. She encourages Laura to take her time making her decision. Laura asks her to help with something else. she pays Kevin's bail. Across the hall, Franco and Liz argue about the time he spent with the shrink and his brother. When she points out that his sessions did him some good, Hez outraged. Alexis interrupts them and says Gail's bequest is tomorrow and they need to be there for it. Back at the courthouse, Kevin is startled when he discovers his bail has already been paid. He crosses the room to thank Lucy. She can take credit for his bail.